Universal Orlando is about to kick off their biggest summer yet, with new experiences, shows, a brand new parade, and a new land, as well as the return of nostalgia to the Orlando theme parks that honestly is exactly what we need right now. This is your Universal 2024 summer update. Let's head inside. The reason we decided to come to Universal Studios Florida today of all days is because Universal Orlando Resort just dropped a bombshell of news about their entire summer season, kicking it off with a brand new parade. Universal's Mega Movie Parade is officially debuting on July 3rd of 2024. This Mega Movie Parade has been a part of online rumor and speculation for I feel like the last 6 months or so. And finally, we actually have some confirmation, including properties like E.T., Back to the Future, Jaws, Ghostbusters, Jurassic World, Minions, Sing, Trolls, Kung Fu Panda, and more. Also, according to Universal's press release, this brand new parade will have 13 brand new floats and over 100 performers. The one massive shock with this parade is the fact that the Ghostbusters are returning to Universal Studios. They have not appeared in the parks in what feels like, I think, almost 15 or 20 years. Ghostbusters, the brand itself, is actually owned by Sony Pictures, so this is a new license to Universal, or at least a returning license. I am personally super excited to see the Ghostbusters be returning to Universal, but also they talked about a float that has like a 16-foot tall, like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. This is gonna be insane. Now, I am all for the nostalgia, especially here at Universal Studios, but that is not it. That is literally not where it stops, because there's also a brand new Lagoon Show. If you're a fan of Universal and you've been here at any point in the past few years, you probably would have been questioning what the heck is going on in this massive lagoon, all the construction that's literally happening every single day. Well, finally, we have an answer, and that's debuting sooner than this parade. CineSational, a symphonic spectacular, is a new reimagined Lagoon nighttime show. Now, I was originally a huge fan of the Lagoon Show that existed here previously to this new CineSational. I don't know still how I feel about that name, but it does seem like Universal is definitely upping the ante this time. Not just with some nostalgic soundtracks like the Jaws, I know they definitely mentioned Jaws is going to be in there, but also upping the game in production value. They are currently working on a brand new platform that is extending from the New York area. I'm going to be showing you guys right here, and it is very, very heavily rumored, not only rumored, but some people saw some testing, at least I think it was almost 2 months ago at this point, of Universal using drones in this new Lagoon Show. I think it's safe to assume this might be part of the brand new show, debuting again June 14th, which is the same as pretty much everything that's happening here, including that brand new DreamWorks Land that we've been waiting oh so long for. After Universal closed down the Woody Woodpecker's Kid Zone in January of 2022, they quickly began construction, or demolition and then construction, here on the brand new DreamWorks Land that is now officially opening on June 14th. This debuting land will include characters from your favorite DreamWorks franchises like Shrek and Kung Fu Panda, as well as Trolls and some alternating meet and greets from DreamWorks characters alike. There's already so much info out there about this brand new land, including when we talked about it in this video right up in this corner, or maybe in that corner. June 14th literally cannot come soon enough, not only because of this land debuting and the brand new Lagoon Show, but there's also a brand new nighttime projection mapping show on the Hogwarts Castle over at Islands of Adventure, which, speaking of, we are gonna be heading over there very, very soon, but we got a few stops on the way. Before heading out over to the other park, we wanted to make a quick stop over at Five and Dime because they have some new merch for Halloween Horror Nights in multiple different color variants. One of them is doesn't really look very good. So let's go look.
I saw these shirts a week and a half ago, and I texted Ryan and I said, bro, what do these shirts remind you of?
And I think I said it looks like John Cena's merch design from WrestleMania 26. It's an orange shirt that says never give up or whatever. And what did you think it looked like?
I thought it looked like every mid-2000s music video you could ever find from the 2000s.
It's like ultimate VH1 countdown.
100%.
And honestly, it works. So I don't know. We'll see what it ends up being within the context of Horror Nights this year, though. You know,
this is true. This is true because the first shirt from last year was like, it was okay. It was just the fog. That wasn't anything too crazy. And then the shirts later on were a lot better.
Second round this year was so much better. I literally still wear one of those. I have a Horror Nights sweatshirt that I wear all the time, just lounging around the house. One of my favorite garments.
That's a whole nother discussion, dude. The merch and the overall material of the shirts for Horror Nights, 10 out of 10.
Not as good as Roosevelt's, though. You know?
Oh, absolutely not good as Roosevelt's. Link down below.
What I really want to know about this, like, black variant shirt is, does it come with the lock and chain? I really want to know. This is, like, literally screaming, like, Attitude Era pro wrestling so much. And also, by the way, this black variant is like literally brand new. Apparently they debuted it yesterday at time of recording, and it also does glow in the dark as well as the orange one, obviously, which we highlighted before. Speaking of Halloween Horror Nights, recently Universal officially announced the dates for Halloween Horror Nights 2024. There are 48 select nights that are gonna be happening between August all the way to November. Let me look at these dates. August 30th all the way till November 3rd. This is the longest Halloween Horror Nights has literally ever run. Tickets are on sale now. These are only single night tickets. These are not frequent fear passes, but one of the other things they do have on sale now is the Unmasking the Horror tours have officially gone on sale for Halloween Horror Nights this year. There are 3 house tours and 6 house tours covering 9 of the 10 houses that are gonna be here this year, which nothing's been announced yet. One of the really most interesting facts about this is that the 3 house tours start up to 3 weeks before the actual event starts. They've never done that before. And like I said, this has never happened for at Universal. You're gonna be able to tour some of these houses before the event even starts. Some people are saying like, oh, that's spoiling the event, it's ruining it, but I already have mine booked, so I'm gonna spoil myself 3 weeks before the event. Blake, have you ever done one of these Unmasking the Horror tours at Universal before?
So I have not, but I saw Ryan's video, and I will say, with saying Ryan's video and hanging out with Ryan at Horror Nights literally all of last year, one of the key points that he always talked to me about when we went into these houses were all these crazy details that you don't get to see when you're walking through the house at night. So when you get to do the house tour and get to see all these details and the inner workings and how complex these houses and how much detail they go into the houses, you almost have a more an appreciation of going through the houses when you do Halloween Horror Nights. So in my personal opinion, from watching his video and other people talking about it, I would absolutely do the tour, because the minute Horror Nights comes around, I'm going to appreciate the houses even more.
But before we make it over to Islands of Adventure, I do want to make a quick stop over here at CityWalk, because there are unfortunately a few long-time shops that have closed here at CityWalk that are now currently under construction. As of right now, we don't know exactly what's going to be there, but I do want to show you what has closed, unfortunately. For those who don't know, Quiet Flight is an opening day shop here at CityWalk Orlando. Location-wise, I know there's probably a few of you who have not been to CityWalk before, or honestly maybe just don't remember. If you're coming off of the moving walkways, underneath the Orlando sign, just to the right past AMC, it is one of the very first shops that you see. Honestly, I'm a little surprised it lasted as long as it did, especially because Orlando is not near any major bodies of water, and it's a surf shop. I mean, I guess if people are coming to Orlando and they're doing a vacation at like Universal and then also going to the beach, this would make kind of a lot of sense as long as they started at Universal Orlando. Probably the biggest loss of this surf shop leaving CityWalk is the iconic photo spot of the wave with the surfboard. This has literally been here, I believe, since opening day. I have tons of photos from when I was a kid of like posing in front of here, although I do not have them on hand because I did recently go through my like old theme park photos for a different video and I wasn't able to find that one, and I was looking because I knew this closed just like a week, 2 weeks ago at this point. Oh, but that is not the only construction that is happening here at CityWalk. We also lost a Universal gift shop, which honestly doesn't happen very often. For those Universal Orlando OGs out there, you're gonna recognize this location as the former Universal store, and then the Universal store moved all the way over there. Then this changed over to the Legacy store, but as of right now, it is MIA, and they're working very, very hard on it. There is no new store officially announced for here, but hoping that it stays something Universal themed. I would love to see something related to the new Epic Universe park. I don't know, we'll see. I know in the past, Universal has had preview centers for other parks, like the Islands of Adventure Park had a preview center in Universal Studios Florida, normally where the tribute stores go. So hopefully, if we don't have it in either of those two parks, we have it here at CityWalk. That would be great. Or maybe even the Quiet Flight location. Oh my God. Hi, Danny. So a little birdie told me that inside this main gift shop here at the trading company, which I just learned what that's called, they have some new merchandise celebrating the 25th anniversary of Islands of Adventure. So let's check it out. So if you look right here, we do have one shirt and one little tumbler, and it's an old retro design. I don't know if this is actually pulled from Universal's catalog, but if you see on here, we have multiple different characters, including the Dueling Dragons from the old Dueling Dragons ride that used to exist here, as well as this guy, the Mountie from Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls. Is that Dudley Do-Right? Yes. It is? Okay. They're in the Jurassic Park. No Harry Potter, and also nothing on the back. But on the sleeve, we do have a little Islands of Adventure 25 years right there. And it's the old logo. They've updated this logo since then, so you're not going to see this on pretty much any merch now, but they will do some throwbacks. What I would really love to see is on one of these, they would have the old, the Universal Escape logo. If you're familiar, I'm going to flash it up on the screen right now. They actually changed the Universal Orlando Resort name itself to Universal's Escape, meaning like the encompassing of you could escape and go to these theme parks, but then people were really, really confused, and they were like, what?
You gotta smell it.
Oh, I gotta smell this one?
You smelled the last one.
I did smell the last one. It smells fine. But anyways, sorry, back to the history. Sorry, I gotta get this. But yeah, it was originally called Universal Escape, and then people were really confused for promotional purposes and other things like that, so they just changed it to Universal Orlando Resort, and that's where it sits today. You could also find some Choose Thy Fate Dueling Dragons glasses that they did not have during Halloween Horror Nights, and also the Dueling Dragons shirt that they were selling for Halloween Horror Nights, except just minus the like Halloween Horror Nights logo stuff, and it just says Choose Thy Fate. Maybe it'll be a reoccurring thing at Horror Nights, or maybe at this park soon, but we'll have to wait and see. Hi. I was wondering, do you have a specific place where you get your nails done?
Came all the way to ask me that, really?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I've been looking for like a little manicure, pedicure type setup. I don't know if they
self-sufficient on that. Though.
Okay. How do you sharpen those?
That's trade secret.
The trade secret. Okay. Would we be able to pose for like a photo or something?
Well, I'm legally obligated to say yes.
I know. It's part of your duty.
Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Ready? Making a quick stop here in Marvel Superhero Island, I was really shocked to see that they have so many different characters out doing meet and greets just during regular park hours. And this is, what, this is a Tuesday?
Ask Captain America how patriotic he is.
Should I ask him who he votes for? I don't know if you probably just saw that other clip. I talked to Wolverine about where he got his nails done. I'm trying to find a bit for each of these, and it's about to be my turn. I don't know what I'm doing. Do you want to? You want to do it? You work out? No, let's do it. Let's do it.
I actually have a very interesting question for you.
An interesting question. Okay.
I need a really good workout routine from you. Do you happen to use your shield as one of, say, like a dumbbell or a plate? Do you like do raises with it, or like?
Well, you know, I like it for a good warm up because when you get the little toss.
Okay, with a little toss. Get the obliques too. Get the obliques. Get everything. Gotcha.
You know, my favorite form of working out is running. Because that way when I'm running past people, I can say on your left.
Okay.
So, yeah.
He was cool. There's a reason he's Captain America.
You don't do this thing very often, do you?
It's been a very long time, but I'm glad he trains upper body.
What is Gaston's workouts like?
He eats 12 dozen eggs and squats, boulders, and he lifts women. So that's what Gaston does.
Making a quick stop over here by Skull Island Reign of Kong to discuss a little bit of a change that happened to this attraction just a month and a half ago that I feel like not a lot of people have been talking about.
I don't even know about it.
Since its opening, Skull Island Reign of Kong has been a 3D like motion simulator ride. If you haven't been on it, it's very similar to the one over in Hollywood that's part of the Backlot tour. The one here was literally just that portion of it, and it was 3D. Now it's not 3D. Breaking news, everybody, it's not 3D. A lot of people I've been seeing like complain online that they don't like it not being in 3D, but I went on it literally like a couple weeks ago, and I preferred it not to be in 3D because it's just, I don't know, a lot of 3D attractions get my motion sickness a little triggered.
And like honestly for me, I absolutely love the fact that they're getting rid of the 3D because it doesn't really mesh, and like even going on those kind of rides, heck, even go over to Disney and talk about Star Tours, I get nauseous. With Universal, with rides like Velocicoaster and Hagrid's, I love the direction that they're going to be more practical with animatronics and just the overall how they're designing these rides.
Well, thank you so much for watching our update of Universal Studios for summer of 2024. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you're not brand new to the channel, well, thank you for the pity view. And did you know they actually have a really interesting story behind this plane? If you happen to know it, let me know in the comments down below. So I know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Type in caps yes or no if you know the story. If you don't know the story, well, I'm gonna have Blake tell you guys.
So this plane actually has a very interesting story. Back in the 1980s, Jimmy Buffett and Bono